Are you obsessed with Salesforce Revenue Cloud? Do you spend your days thinking about quote to cash, product to cash, lead to cash, and other related business processes? Do you work with tools like Salesforce CPQ, Salesforce Billing, or the new Salesforce Revenue Cloud? Do you work with other tools, maybe Logic, New.io, Conga, or something else? You're in luck because I'm about to give you a quick rundown of revenue operations and Revenue Cloud at Dreamforce 2025. I'm excited for Dreamforce this year. I'm more excited than I've been since perhaps my first couple of Dreamforces. And the reason is because this is the biggest Dreamforce ever for Revenue Cloud. We've waited years for this new product. It continues to develop and mature and expand and harden. More customers are buying it. More implementations are going live. In fact, this weekend, I'm working with another consultancy and a Salesforce customer to go live with Salesforce Revenue Cloud. We started working with a proof of concept a little over a year ago to determine if this was the right path for them. The implementation started at the beginning of 2025, and here we are. We're going live. I also, fun fact, just got my Salesforce certified Revenue Cloud consulting credential, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. If you've been following this channel for a while, you probably already know that. But I want to give a rundown of RevOps and Revenue Cloud at Dreamforce so you know where to go, who to see, the events, the sessions, the parties that are all relevant for what you're looking to do. And I'm going to call out some of the sessions that are most interesting to me for this Dreamforce. I'm John Garvins. If you don't know me already, I am the owner and principal architect at Garvins Consulting. And as I mentioned, I am a Salesforce certified Revenue Cloud consultant as of today, October 4th, 2025. Let's dive in and get started. I want to share my screen here and walk you through a couple of different resources that you'll find helpful, beginning with the Garvins Consulting website. This is a shameless plug. I agree. However, I think you'll find a lot of useful information here, not just about Garvins Consulting, but about Revenue Cloud in general. My theme this year at Dreamforce, as you can see from my shirt, got CPQ. If you're one of the 6,000 Salesforce customers that's using Salesforce CPQ, or one of the customers using Salesforce Billing, you know the end is near. You know that eventually, within the next few, 3, 5, however many years, you need to make some decisions. And they're tough. You need to know what to do. Am I going to stay with what I have? Am I going to move to Revenue Cloud? If I'm going to move to Revenue Cloud, when am I going to do this? Am I going to go to a different product? There are a lot of big questions that you have to answer as a Salesforce customer. If you're a Salesforce partner on the consulting side, what skills should you ramp up on? What tools do you need to learn? What new business processes do you need to add to your skill set so that you're capable and empowered for the next 5+ years in this industry? If you're an ISV partner making software that's going to bolt onto Salesforce or is something related to Revenue Cloud and quote to cash, product to cash, and those other processes, what should you be thinking about? What session should you go to? And if you're a Salesforce employee, you also need to know what's going on at Dreamforce. So that's what we're going to walk through today. Let's start with Annie Wright's post. Annie is a longtime veteran of the Salesforce CPQ, billing, Revenue Cloud space. She goes all the way back, and she's excited, and I'm excited because less than a week from today, Dreamforce is going to be here, and we are going to see for ourselves the latest and greatest innovations on the Revenue Cloud platform. There are 3 times as many sessions this year as there were last year. Every single session last year that I was able to get to was packed, standing room only. Customers want to know about this. Consultants want to know about this. ISV partners want to know about this. We have more sessions this year than we've ever had, and that doesn't even include the extra sessions that are happening outside of Dreamforce that are related to the event. We've got demos in the campground all day long, so you can see how this product works live. The keynote, which is packed with top level people who are going to walk us through this product. And then, of course, Agentforce. If you watch me for any length of time, you know how I feel about Agentforce, but we'll get to that later. I don't need to belabor that point. Let's go through revenue operations at Dreamforce. These are all of the sessions, events, parties, and more that you want to know about. If you have something that you want to add to this list, send me an email. Go to my website, garvinsconsulting.com, put your name in the form. That'll get you in contact with me, and you can share links to your sessions. And assuming that they're related to revenue operations, revenue cloud, or the related business processes, I'm happy to share them. As I mentioned, this is the biggest revenue cloud Dreamforce we've ever had. We've got over 50 revenue operations and revenue cloud events this year. Over 50. That's insane. I'm super happy about that. Bookmark this page when you get to it, so that way you have a quick reference, not just for the Agenda Builder app, which you should definitely use and download. Bookmark your sessions. Start reserving your spots and sessions now because they are filling fast. You don't really care who I am. I already introduced myself anyway, so let's just go down here. You'll be able to find me at Dreamforce wearing a shirt that looks like this. It's a throwback, Got Milk. That campaign started over 30 years ago, by the way. But I thought, let's do a little homage to the 90s. Since everything is so tech forward these days, let's throw a little nostalgia in there. It'll be fun. I'll talk about the Revenue Cloud crawl in just a little bit. But starting Monday, we've got on-site Salesforce certification exams. If you want to get some certifications, Dreamforce is a great way to do it. There are proctored exams. You can sit down, you can get some certifications, and continue on with your Dreamforce. Perhaps you even want to give a swing at the Salesforce Certified Revenue Cloud Consultant credential. I will tell you, it is a very difficult exam, and you really need some hands-on experience working with the product in order to pass. Parties on the first night. Apparatus, where a friend of mine works, is hosting a happy hour, 6 to 8 at Laszlo. This is the first party that I've found that's related to Revenue Cloud, so kudos to them for doing that. Feel free to use the link to sign up. And then right away, we're hitting Tuesday, October 14th with Salesforce-led sessions. We got everything from spiffs, pricing with Revenue Cloud, architecture, B2B commerce. There's all sorts of stuff here. And then we have our partner sessions, of course. We've got our friends at PS Quote. They have a cafe available all day long. Go in and chill. The same thing is true of our friends over at Continuous. Continuous also has an area where you can go get some coffee, hang out, just chill for a little bit. Dreamforce Viewing Breakfast. This is from NeoCall, which is one of the biggest players in the Revenue Cloud space. A long-time CPQ billing Revenue Cloud partner. They have tons of sessions on this page, more than any other partner, including other ISVs like TaskRay. They're also at the Spur. The Spur is probably after the actual Moscone Center is where the most sessions are happening. So kudos to NeoCall for putting all of this stuff together and educating customers and consultants. Parties on the first night. We've got a private equity happy hour. We've got full refresh. We've got Gear Set. We've got RevOps Dream Team. We've got the Hustle and Flow, the infamous fourth year in a row Hustle and Flow, hosted by NeoCall, Prodly, RightRev, Vertex, and TaskRay. That's a great party, by the way. I will absolutely be there. So make sure you go. We'll say hi. On Wednesday, more Salesforce-led sessions. And the way this page is organized is I have all of my Salesforce sessions first, and then following that, I have the sessions for partners. So we have more invoice to cash. We got agentic stuff. We've got pricing. We've got this session. Did you know Revenue Cloud could do that? Vance Fon is going to be leading this one. He's an OG SE at Salesforce. If you want to know how this product works, go talk to Vance, go to all of his sessions. They're going to be fantastic. We have more sessions. I don't even want to read them all off to you. Just go take a look at this page. go to the agenda builder, start looking for Revenue Cloud sessions because there's so much here. It's going to be impossible to see all of it. Prioritize according to your needs. But I would say that of the sessions here so far, some must-haves happened on that first day with the on Tuesday. Where is it? It's way up here. Yeah, the Revenue Cloud keynote. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but the keynote's going to be great. We got more parties on Wednesday. Wednesday is also the day that we're going to do the Revenue Cloud crawl, starting with some sessions with David Beebe and with Darshan Gunasilan. They will be doing some sessions that will take us right into Dreamfest. So you can either go see Benson Boone do a backflip off of a piano and sing really high, or you can go watch one of the greatest rock bands ever, Metallica. That's where I'll be because I really don't care about a guy flipping off of a piano. It's cool, but I'd rather watch Metallica personally. More partner sessions and all this other stuff. I mean, you just keep going and going and going. Then we got Metallica, Benson Boone. On Thursday, there's more stuff. I mean, there's, I think, 20 sessions on Thursday. There's 16 or something on Wednesday. It's ridiculous. There's so much stuff. Make sure you're going and you're checking out all of these different events. This is going to be a fantastic Dreamforce. And then on Thursday, there's the 13th annual Michael Force Cigar Shindig. This is a fantastic event. Dreamforce is done by this point. Make sure you save your badge. You have to have your badge in order to go. So make sure you save your badge. This is a fantastic event. It's super chill and laid back. I don't smoke cigars, uh, but it's a good place to go for a cocktail, hang out. Just the Salesforce geeks, the boots on the ground, the people you know and love are going to be there. That's the one to go to. And then on Friday, there are no sessions because Dreamforce is done. And there are no parties. What the hell are you doing? Seriously, go home. If you're still partying on Friday, we need to reevaluate a few things here, okay? I mean, do what you want with your life, but if you're doing a whole 5 days of partying at Dreamforce, I don't know. I'm too old for that shit. And if you want to talk to me at Dreamforce, fill out the form at the bottom of this page. I will be around all week. You can look for me in the tall bearded guy walking around. I'm 6'5", 220. I'll be wearing a Got CPQ, Get Garvin's t-shirt, and you can say hi to me. I encourage that. If you want a little bit more information about me, you can go to the Garvin's Consulting at Dreamforce page on my website. These are the things that I'll be happy to talk to you about when it comes to Salesforce CPQ and billing, fixing what you have. If you're a CPQ or billing customer, you probably have something fucked up in your org. That's just how this is. It's been like this for a long time. I'm good at search and rescue projects. I'm happy to talk to you. Enhancing what you have. You can still milk this cow. It is not dead yet. You can get some more out of this tool. We could talk about migrating to Revenue Cloud. We could talk about migrating to something else. There are other options out there if Revenue Cloud is too big for you, if Revenue Cloud is too expensive for you, if you want to reevaluate and build a custom tool. Hell, let's talk about that too. The gap between build versus buy continues to shrink, and that's something that you can consider. We can also talk about Salesforce Revenue Cloud, whether you should buy, when you should buy, who should implement your product, and when. We could talk about proofs of concept as a way to mitigate risk and make sure this thing's going to work for your business before you go through the pain and anguish of buying it and implementing it. It's always painful. There is no easy button when it comes to quote to cash, product to cash, etc. You just got to accept that and pick the right partners. That's your key. Migrating from Salesforce CPQ to Revenue Cloud. We could talk about the process of doing that, the tools needed to do that, etc. Or migrating from something else. Maybe you're still in spreadsheets. Maybe you're in another quoting tool or something like that. Let's talk. Let's figure out what you can do to get on the path to the next 5-10 years for your business. There's a link here to go back to the other page. And then again, if you want to talk to me, fill out the form. It goes to Salesforce, good old school web to lead here. Nothing fancy. You'll get an auto response, but the following responses after that are actually coming from me. I send manual emails. I know I'm a curmudgeon, but these days, when everybody's obsessed with AI and doing things the easy way, I want to form real human connections. That's one of the biggest reasons I go to Dreamforce is the people over the products. The products are cool, the technology is cool. I love technology. However, without people, none of this shit matters. All right, let's go back to that keynote. Revenue Cloud keynote. This is on Tuesday. This is going to be fucking awesome. I'm really excited about this. I know you've heard me bitch about the product, but it's a newer product. This is how software works. It's always a rough go for the first year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is of a new product, but it matures, it hardens, it expands, it gets more stable, more customers use it, expertise develops. All of these things will improve over time. With enough time, pressure, and patience, you can do really important things. It's true in jujitsu, it's true in life, it's true in business, it's true in product management. So, with continued pressure applied over a long enough period of time and enough patience for all parties involved, I think the future of Revenue Cloud is bright, and I'm excited about it. We've got David Beebe and Annie Wright. We've got Meredith talking as well. Arun, Howard, Sandy, Vance, Brian, and Ben all talking about Revenue Cloud. And it's at the Intercontinental Level 3 Grand Ballroom, first come, first served. I will be out there before this thing just hanging out because I want to make sure that I see the Revenue Cloud keynote. I don't give a shit about the regular keynote. All we're going to do is hear Mark talk about Agentforce, and he'll probably say, oh, by the way, we have this Revenue Cloud thing, and back to Agentforce. I don't care about that. I would rather, if I only watched one keynote at Dreamforce this year, it would be this one. If I was only going to attend one session at Dreamforce this year as a RevOps, quote to cash, lead to cash, product to cash person, Revenue Cloud person, it would be this one. This is where This is the world in which my business operates. My career is built in this product set. This is what I'm going to. And then the fun part on Wednesday is the Revenue Cloud crawl. The Revenue Cloud crawl, the details are here. You can go to LinkedIn to find details about the Revenue Cloud crawl. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to go watch David Beebe present on how to make the move from Salesforce CPQ to Revenue Cloud. David's been in the game a very long time. He's on the product management side now. He used to be on the solution engineering side. This is going to be a fantastic session. So we'll start here at 3. At 4, we're going to go hunt down Darson Gunasilan, and we're going to listen to him talk about using Revenue Cloud's API first design. This is a huge part of the Revenue Cloud piece and we open up a lot more flexibility and scalability and optionality because of the API first nature of this product. Whereas we were locked down in a lot of ways in the old CPQ product. There were things you could not do, even though you needed to. And sometimes you try these workarounds and it would just bog down your system and cause problems. Anyway, we're going to listen to Darson, who is also a longtime Revenue Cloud expert. He's been in the game a long time. We're going to listen to him talk through this. And then we'll probably crash some sort of happy hour somewhere and then go to Dreamfest together. If you want to go watch Benson Boone flip off of a piano, go for it. I'm going to Metallica. Most of the Reva crew that I'm hanging out with this week is going to go see Metallica. And that's where you should probably go to because, us Revenue Cloud people got to stick together. That said, that's about all I have for this specific video. I wanted to just give a quick overview of what's going on and how awesome Dreamforce is going to be this year. Sorry, I was stopping my screen share. I'm a little unpolished today, but it's just because I'm so excited for Dreamforce, to see my friends, to pass that damn exam, which was really good. But yeah, check me out, garvinsconsulting.com. Got CPQ? Get Garvin's. Let's talk. I will see you at Dreamforce. Travel safe and say hi when you see me. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Have a great Dreamforce. And I'll see you in the next video.